listening to the 14th source for all geeky nerdy news and discussion, which means that you're listening to a podcast.
For all intents and purposes.
I am Dee Bethel.
And I'm Andrew Asplund.
And we are two overeducated, codependent nerd hosts, bringing you the things that we like to talk about, but filtered through inquisitive and critical lenses in the quote-unquote episode for Friday, March 14th, 2025.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
Look. We're both...
I'm looking.
Hey.
Yo.
Hey. So, as ends up, I'm actually really busy. So busy, like, we didn't even do an episode last week.
No. Things and stuff. Things and stuff.
And, in fact, I will say, next week, I will be going to California.
Oh, my goodness. You never leave the house.
I know. I have to go, as I like to say, back to the mothership to visit my parentals, who are very old.
Well, that is good. I'm glad you're doing that, Andrew.
I mean, it's fine, you know.
I will take responsibility for last week. Things got super busy for me. Day job. Yeah, but I can be at fault too, Andrew. But things are busy. You know, life is life. But I guess, is there anything that we don't have to go into detail? Any nerdy and geek stuff you want to just that you've been thinking about, that you've been doing? That way we can give them some content.
Holy shit! There's a new Daredevil.
What?
A new Daredevil.
Like a guy on a motorcycle jumping over cars?
No. Like there's the new Marvel Daredevil show. Again, not going to talk about it because it's new, it's hot, so we have to wait 6 months.
As of this Friday the 14th, dodged a bullet there, didn't we? There's 3 episodes out? Do you know?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I have not seen it. I'll probably, no offense, wait till it's all out. But actually, one thing that you brought up when they first dropped was that you had not seen season 3.
I have not.
Of Daredevil.
I still have not.
Two episodes in, are you feeling like you're missing anything, or is it?
I mean, it is a direct sequel, right, to the original show, but with also all the Marvel stuff. I have yet to feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. I do know that season 3 introduced a character who's in the show. Bullseye?
Bullseye. Oh, played by one, I believe, Wilson Bethel?
Yeah, a Bethel.
Hey, Bethel. No relation as far as I know. So,
I don't, like, to me, it's like, oh, wow, they're doing Bullseye. Oh, no, they already did Bullseye. Yeah. But no, other than that, I've not felt like I missed anything, not having seen the last season of the Martflix show. Mm-hmm. But I will say, though, and friend of the show, Taylor, when I texted this to our group chat, he was like, yeah. I would say, like, man, I had not got to the opening credits where I was crushed. Because this show, and I think I'm not going to say what it is. You can see it on the internet of, like, it starts hard in a way that, like, I don't think I expected Disney to be like, hey, you're watching a Disney show. How do you feel about getting punched in the face?
That's the thing. When you said, like, it starts hard, like, I'm like, okay, so is it like super sad? Is it just violence? But I've seen some discourse on the internet, not spoiling anything actually, people going like, fuck me, the credits haven't even rolled yet. Okay, so that's interesting. That's very interesting.
It was not what I expected. Again, because Disney, we don't know what they're doing, but it feels like this is, if you imagine how Martflix might do a season 4, like just starting with something so like punch in the gut, like, oh yeah, here's bam, like, yeah, you remember this is the fucking show that makes you feel shitty about things. Yeah. Like, we're the studio that made you want to stop watching. It was so hard. I mean, I still think about with when Martflix did Jessica Jones. I watched the first season. I stopped after 3 episodes because it was like too much.
Yeah, that's an intense show. Great.
I would say that Disney started like 8 minutes in or 10 minutes in. Like, actually, you know what? We could punch at that weight. I'm like, oh, I didn't want that. I just wanted, I look. This is not a full episode. This is just me lamenting. Part of me was like, you know what I liked? I liked Daredevil and She-Hulk. You know, like that was my brain was like, I kind of liked it when it was just lighthearted and fun.
You're just pausing, like, where the fuck's the yellow suit?
Yeah, like where's the jaunty walk of shame after hooking up with She-Hulk, right? Like where's that Daredevil?
So that's my question. 2 episodes in, again, as of this recording, 2 episodes in, any mention of his dalliance with Jennifer Walters?
No.
Well, that's a shame. Guess it's a different kind of show.
It's a different kind of show. Yeah, where it punches you in the face, but not in like a fun, sexy way. No, anyway.
Wait, what? Well, that's good.
Yeah, just that. So that's my little like. What am I doing, and why do I not want to talk about things right now?
The one thing that I can say that I quite enjoyed, we watched a movie called Flow. That I didn't even know that it was an animated film about a cat in basically a post-apocalyptic world where the seas are just rising with great speed. And this cat finds itself on a boat with a capybara and a golden retriever and a very large bird and some sort of monkey. Anyway, it's a completely wordless film. I had no idea that it was part of sort of the award season buzz. It just had been added to, I think, Max. And I'm like, that's a movie I wanted to see in theaters. I just never got around to it. And so we watched it. It was very difficult to watch, not because of any themes or imagery. It's because my dog loses his fucking mind whenever there's animals on TV, even computer animated ones. And it was just like, the first half of the movie is us just trying to get him to calm down. Like, just let us watch this movie, Rusty. Come on.
He's like, man, it's fam.
No, he's like, let me punch this screen. Much like Daredevil against villains. He finally did calm down. Beautiful movie. Like I said, completely wordless. There's no human characters in it. But it's just wonderful vistas. Just such a well-rendered and great world building without relying on any traditional, narrative dumps or anything like that. The interesting thing is that it was nominated for Best Animated Feature, and it won. The cool thing about that is that so the filmmaker is a very small team that made this film. The writer, director, and composer for the film, and the score is wonderful, is from Latvia. And so it's the first time a Latvian filmmaker has won an Academy Award, and the entire film was made in Blender, which is an open source software, right?
Right.
And so like it's kind of like a big indie win in a lot of ways. So that was cool to see. I've heard people jokingly say like it's the best looking PlayStation 2 game in 2025. But its art style is really interesting. But I could see that why people were making that joke. It doesn't look low res. It just looks very painterly. But it's a wonderful little movie. Check it out. It's a good time, and it's short. And I always enjoy short movies, especially now.
Yes.
Much like we enjoy short podcasts, dear listeners. Mm-hmm. We'll be back someday. It doesn't look like next week is going to happen.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Although I will be, at least for part of it, in California.
You'll be in the wilds of California.
There's this joke that I'll actually be closer to you than I ever am.
That's true.
And that's too close.
Right. Yes, please. You got to respect the restraining order, Andrew. So until next time we meet, dear listeners, I'm D. Bethel.
And I'm Andrew Asplund.
And for all intents and purposes,
that was a podcast. I guess, do we need to do the outro stuff? No, we don't have to.
So until Andrew honors your restraining. So until... Oh, let me stand up, because that is protocol. After 1, 3, and 2, and 1, and...
Because you love continence. Sorry. I've got that clip on my desktop now.
That's right. Like, I can't make Andrew out to be a predator.
Wait, I'm a predator?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you're an alien, motherfucker. Yeah.
Want some candy?